excited in a conversation about geography.
Yeah, about geography and heritages and stuff.
Literally forgot to check the time.
I didn't want to mention it. I was like, should I let them know or?
Yeah, you probably should have done. Never mind. It's fine. It's
We're
fine.
like super
it's fine.
fascinated. Okay, whatever.
Okay, so welcome once again to Hecate's Dungeon. We're playing some D&D 5th edition, continuing the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign with the so-called Evil Party, which has no actually evil members. So, when last we left our heroes, you were in... So, a sinkhole opened up in town, causing some of the townspeople to fall in. The townspeople of the small and sleepy town of Red Larch to fall down a big hole in the middle of the high street. Due to the quick actions of our team, they were able to get the townsfolk out by building an earth ramp, and they then proceeded to explore some of the cave system, which broke into some ancient dwarven ruins. They were assaulted by some cages falling from the ceiling, rescued a young boy from the town, and then found this mysterious chamber full of floating stones, and had a fight with some bandits and a strange priest in stony-looking armour who has fled the scene. You now find yourselves in this quiet and mysterious chamber lit up by your drift globe. There are skeletons that look like they've been there for a very long time in alcoves around the edges of the room, and these strange floating rocks, some of which are like obelisks and others look almost like a door frame or a gate. And that is where we join you once again. So, as you look around this room, you can see in the air that is now dusty with the dust kicked up from the fight, the stones that have been disturbed and knocked into during the fight are drifting very slowly, but very smoothly, as if there's no friction at all. They're just kind of floating lazily around the room. Kind of, some of them are just spinning as if they're suspended in just weightless. They always stay about an inch off the floor. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I want to follow the asshole who we almost killed, but failed to before he escaped.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to pick up on his scent.
All right. So, you guys find the secret door that has been left open because first the priest escaped through it, and then the bandits all came through. The bandits, by the way, are wearing like black and brown leather armor, and on it is a symbol. Let me just grab my pen and draw the symbol for you. The symbol on their armor, freehand, looks is like a triangle with a like sticky up bit in the middle. Can you see that? I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry. Sorry.
Yet.
I was thinking, why is that partially see-through? Let me just delete that and get onto the correct layer. So there is a symbol, and it's like a triangle with a little sticky up bit.
Nice.
Inside.
That looks familiar.
It's a triangle with a butt.
Yeah, we've seen.
Bum.
No, when we saw that sigil in that cave before, that was one of the symbols on it.
It was, in fact. Actually, let me see that sigil now so people can reference it.
Yeah.
Behold, it's this one.
It's the symbol of 1.5 of the Deathly Hallows.
a symbol of gravity falls. I don't know. You can't fall up.
So as you're running, or sort of heading up the tunnel, you're met coming the other way, and you almost bump into him. It's Constable Harbuck. He sort of goes, "Whoa!" as you guys almost crash into him. Sorry, I'll move some of those bodies out of the way.
Oh yeah, Gunner's actually going to
Stepping over the
unconscious
bandits
one.
like
I'll
slaughtered.
just move these out. And he's like, so does you? How did you lot get here?
Man,
A hole.
So the sinkhole connects up with this on the other end.
Aye.
Huh. I suppose it was you lot that chased out that unsavory looking character.
Rawr!
Did you get him?
Is that a bear?
Yes, that's a bear.
She's with us.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, one of my lads apprehended him coming out of the quarry.
Oh,
Ah.
With
Right
quick
then.
thinking by him. We've put him in some cuffs and taken him down the station. Gagged him as well. You can never be too careful with these magic casting types.
I was about to say.
wonderful he'd made it out without bleeding out. Now we can ask him some questions. As well as
Hey.
this one. And Gunner's just gonna pick up the
Sorry.
unconscious one.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, of course.
As a bear.
I don't trust Constable Harbuck. I don't trust anyone anymore. I want to get right up close and I want to sniff him very uncomfortably.
Sniff
Yes.
that carrot. Wait.
All right.
Large bear.
Go.
Sniff the
Go.
man.
He sort of backs away a bit at being approached by this bear. Is the bear okay? It's not going to attack me, is it?
Nah.
I'll be honest. She's more likely to eat you if she's not a bear.
All right. Okay. So it's friendly then. It's not going to bite me arm off or anything.
Ah, probably not.
All right. You would want to roll an insight check.
Oh snap.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
You lost your streak.
I did lose my streak. I'm
You
so
looked at the
distracted
people's
by being a
souls
bear.
twice in a row,
Our druid.
and then you flew too close to the sun.
I'm so distracted by being a bear, man. You don't understand what this is
The
like.
sun is a deadly laser.
This is true enough. True enough.
Hmm.
You have
I
not
should-
got the slightest idea what Constable Harbuck's motivations are, or how he's feeling right now, or anything. All you are just distracted because clearly from the fight that was going on with the priest, he's taken a couple of minor wounds, like some bruises and grazes. There's some of the priest's blood on him, which you can smell, and there's a lot of like sweat, and so the smell is very appetizing to you right now, and it's very distracting. Okay, so
I just straight up stole
Halsey?
your idea. So
okay,
Thanks, buddy.
Halsey,
And
as
did it
far
better.
as you can tell, he seems legit. It seems like they have in fact apprehended this culprit, and that he did just come down here to check out what was going on and what on earth the guy had run away from. He's currently carrying a torch because it's dark down here, and the direction seems to add up that it would have come from the quarry.
yeah. Well, there were rooms we hadn't checked, but I think they're behind cages at the moment.
Cages?
Aye, cages. They got dropped on us in the hallway back.
Actually, guys, there was a door that you ran right past earlier that you could have.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that's right. There was a door.
Yeah,
It was
in
like
the
right
room
this
with the
way.
petrified dwarf remains.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
It was a
Yeah.
northerly door.
Forgot about that door.
Mm.
Okay.
We could
Right,
still go
I'm
down.
game.
Whoa, are those stones in there floating?
Looks like.
Oh bloody hell! It's all magical shit, isn't it?
Aye, looks like
Hey,
You are very astute, Constable Harbuck. Very astute.
You're very sarcastic, aren't you, Noob?
I have been accused in the past.
I lick him.
That's
You
an in
sure this
character
bear isn't
cackle.
going to eat me?
Who could possibly say? It's a bear.
Well, just don't try to hit us and you'll probably be fine.
I exhale damply into his ear and then walk off.
Right.
All right then.
They're not used to being a bear yet, understand?
Right.
I know it sounds odd, but just bear with us.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I didn't realize. Totally
You
unintended.
didn't?
So,
You really didn't realize?
Yeah, no, it was totally unintended.
so has it stopped being shark puns and it's now just whatever animal I am at the time puns?
I guess so. Yeah, Gunner's gonna tie up the unconscious bandit and just sort of hoist him up onto his shoulder.
Nice.
Oh, you left one of them alive.
I figured we might as well have someone to talk to since we weren't sure if we were going to have that, whoever the hell it was alive.
Alright, let's have a look at these floating rocks. He takes out his truncheon and he gives the rock a little experimental poke, and it just drifts across the room very slowly and very gently. Huh. That's funny.
Well, I'm more at sea than you are, and I'm not the one who usually goes on the sea here. Oh, nice.
Okay. Sorry, what was that? Ooh, detect magic. There is magic to be detected in here. Very good.
I'd like you guys to imagine Ren just glowering at one of these rocks as she's trying to suss out what the fuck it is and how the fuck it's doing that. Like, there's a proper frown between the, like, proper line between the eyebrows, just like, I don't understand this, but I will.
I guess it's
I love
true.
how she's suddenly gone posh because of this.
I don't understand this, but I will.
I imagine that's what Ren sounds like in her head. She sounds quite eloquent and posh.
And then when she's actually talking to everyone else, she's just scouts.
That's a
Yeah, the voice in her head is very calm and poised, but because when she speaks out loud, it's high pitched and fast, because that's how everybody else hears it.
Okay.
So it's a very how now brown cow sort of thing, huh?
Okay, so, yes, the floor. The entire floor of this room, as you cast detect magic. No, fortunately not. But it is entirely laced with transmutation magic.
Oh.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So
Actually, looking at some of the bandits who fell over onto the floor, some of them appear to be just floating very slightly, and you hadn't really noticed it at first, but now that like the dust has settled and things have died down, they're also just levitating just like an inch off the floor, and if disturbed, just kind of gently float.
Oh man. Please tell us that they're floating. Please tell us that they're floating.
Havoc nudges one of the bandits and lets him kind of float across the floor. He gets the handcuffs off his belt and he drops them on the floor. Clank, 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 clank. Alright, doesn't work on those. He picks them back up and attaches them to his belt. He tries picking up a smaller rock, and sure enough, he picks it up in his hand, no problem. And then he drops it down again. It goes dunk onto the floor, and then it goes whoop and just starts floating again, just an inch off the floor as it did earlier.
And
Maybe
Gunner,
it has to be natural.
yeah, Gunner says, "You reckon it has something to do with these lots of armor?" And he just takes one of the bandits and attempts to hurl him across the room, about like in that direction.
As soon as you lift the bandit off the floor, he weighs as much as a normal dead body would, so you'll need to roll a strength check to hurl him.
Well, here we go.
Please roll high.
Please roll high. I want to see this.
Just for the visual.
Come on. Oh.
Oh.
No! You
Throw
space plants that body.
about half a foot before he goes thump onto the floor, and then sure enough he just starts floating just a little bit above the floor.
Huh. Well.
Looks like you couldn't throw him as much as we could trust him.
Oh dear.
Nice. Well.
Oh,
Okay.
alright then, well this is some weird magic.
Can I take off my leg and sit cross-legged on the floor and see what happens?
Sorry, you want to take
I want
your
to take off
leg...
the leg because
Right.
it's metal and the handcuffs didn't work. And I'm going
Okay.
to sit cross-legged on the floor and see what happens.
Nothing happens, you're just sat on the floor.
I am so disappointed.
Watching Ren do it, I sit down on the floor like a dog.
What do you
Legs
do
out,
with-
like.
What do you do with your leg while you're doing it?
I put it down. I've put it down next to me.
You just put it down gently.
Yeah.
Okay, no, nothing happens.
Mm.
It's odd phrasing.
Mm.
Hmm.
Sounds as if something might have happened if you'd put it down harshly or something.
Mm. I pick it up and I drop it.
Clank, and then it goes whoop, and now your detached leg is floating about an inch off the floor.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I stand up and then I sort of let myself drop to the floor rather than sit down on the floor.
You go poof as you
Good
fall like flat on the floor, and now you are just floating, just an inch off the floor.
I love magic.
Have you ever heard a bear laugh? Because that's what's happening right now.
You can hear a sort of noise coming from.
I know.
Probably doesn't give a shit. He's
What's going
leaving.
on?
He's leaving. He's gonna have to push past the small child, the old man, and the paladin.
The small child moves out of the way.
Damn
Hephaestus is. Oh, and the old man steps into the room, and he sort of looks rather concerned about all of the poking that's going on. Just do not disturb the stones like this.
Gunnar
You
just.
don't understand the portents of terrible and life-changing events. You can't just poke them around. They're not a toy.
Gunnar just starts walking.
I was just gonna
around
come back
inside.
into the room
Okay.
just for the purpose of shoving a rock. And then goes back out again.
Meanwhile, Gunnar's gonna start pushing them down to the ground so they stop floating.
It does not work.
Oh no!
You can attempt to pick them up, but if you do, they come out of the gravity field. Are you moving a big rock?
He was trying to push this one down, but given that it's large and
Okay.
not moving.
When you try to push it down, it doesn't move. In fact, you could probably climb on top of it and float around on it.
Oh man.
Do it.
Boop.
You're now floating around on a gliding rock.
He takes a
Push it
spear.
along with your foot, or a spear, yeah.
Are you going to start punting? Start punting around the room?
He takes a spear and starts rowing around the room. Just like, so this is how it works, huh?
I'm going to start casting Identify while Hauser's off, not
Alright.
enjoying the fun.
Okay. You're doing an identify ritual on an entire room. This is an interesting one.
Yeah, I imagine that while still floating, I've sort of flipped myself so I'm on my front so I can touch the floor.
I guess that makes a circle easier to draw, huh?
Oh yeah, whee! Okay. While everyone is having fun, and the old man is glaring disapprovingly, and the young boy has run over and started doing what Gunnar was doing. He's climbed on top of one of the smaller rocks and is going.
Corrupting the youth. Excellent.
Yes.
So you cast, you make a large identify circle, attempting to understand the magic that fills this room. So it appears that anything that is dropped on this floor with 1 pound or more of pressure when it lands, like it has to thump on the floor with a decent like dunk, it will start floating about an inch off the floor. The only use you can imagine for this would be maybe to move around like a warehouse or something for storing goods to be moved around. So it looks from the look of some of these rocks that look like maybe dolls, like maybe it was a stone carver's workshop or something.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually make sense because it is connected to a quarry after all, so it may have been related to that use, because it'd be a whole hell of a lot easier to work with rocks if they're floating off the ground and you didn't have to worry about it. You could just spin it around with a hand.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ren, when this realization clicks through, is going to start cackling with laughter. Because one, she likes magic uses for mundane tasks, because that's just awesome. But two, it's just like, these people have built a religion on the fact that it's just a magic spell that can make shit float.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Fantastic and hilarious.
I think your mic is breaking up a bit, Kate.
Oh shit, is it still happening?
Nope, looks like we're good.
Okay, maybe my internet just dropped a bit a moment. Alright, so you don't know why they would put the remains of dead dwarves in here. It seems like a very odd choice, but perhaps they were the craftsmen. Wow, that's a hell of a roll. It is indeed a door in front of you.
I'm gonna open the door.
Sure is a door.
I just like how this is like, we're all just fucking around in here, and just like off to the side through the hallway, we can hear the echo of a door
Let me
opening.
just check that room. Yep, you don't see anything particularly noteworthy about this door in front of you. It looks like all the other doors you've come across in this place.
Camera gunner is go.
Okay, I'm gonna open it and walk through.
All right.
Door.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have to move you a second so I can open the door, like that.
Don't mind me, I'm just a camera.
I just need to delete that. All right.
I've typed TFC into the Bethesda console.
Alright, so while your companions are enjoying the magical mystery of the floating stone room, you are exploring, like the intrepid explorer that you are. So you're moving north up there, okay,
Yep.
and now you're in...
Just
that
wandering
room.
about.
Okay, you're in a...
Heedless
The tunnel
of any
opens into a
danger.
square room. In the centre of it, a black rock about a foot across hovers 3 feet from the floor.
Huh.
Man, if only I
okay.
had like a camera to
Moving on.
Okay, but you're just ignoring it. Alright.
Yep.
Okay, you're heading along to there. Room...
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
As you approach, you catch the scent of death as you approach this room. The tunnel opens into a square room that reeks of decaying flesh. 3 human corpses, reduced to little more than bloody bone and sinew, are sprawled in the room's center. 2 oversized rats root among the bodies, stopping to chew flesh they've pulled free. Scuttling noises come from narrow crevices in the walls as more rats start to come out. They are not normal-sized rats. They are giant rats, and they're all looking at you.
Fantastic work,
Oh
Helga.
man, rats of an unusual size.
Hey!
Ah, fuck's sake.
So, seeing you coming close to them, the rats all start to kind of squeak and chitter at you.
It's just how you can hear.
I think you should roll for initiative.
Oh man, those sure are
Oh
rats.
no.
Alright guys, camera Earthweaver is on duty.
I can't
Okay.
believe this.
If only...
Okay,
I
need to
can.
name
Wow.
rats. Okay, so
Is that the fastest
How many? Jesus
I've
Christ.
been ever? And
This
I didn't
one
click on my goddamn
calls
token.
Ratilda. Alright.
Ratigan.
what- Oh, Ratigan.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Good
just put
one.
Gunner in this room
Okay.
here so we can see what's happening. I
Maybe
need like a
like
camera token or
what's
something, I
more-
swear.
This is Brisbane.
Headphones flying.
Actually, that's a wonderful idea. Kate, would it be possible to get a camera token?
Oh, yeah, let me, just try, let's see what we get if I search. Oh, actually, you know what would make the best camera token?
Skull trumpet?
Yes,
Yes!
trumpet skull,
Flaming camera
is...
skull.
We've gotten a stream upgrade, guys.
No, it is I, Trumpet Skull, here to serve as your humble cameraman.
Yes! I love this. Alright, let's put Gunner back into the room now.
Okay, so Trumpet Skull is going to, it has sight, all players can name, see and edit, show nameplate, camera,
I just imagine it's like the Lakitu camera in Mario 64.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
There's
controlled by
canonically
all
a thing
players.
following you around.
Aha, here's camera skull.
And
Okay.
Just filming.
Can everyone see Trumpet Skull?
Yep, now I just need...
Oh, I need to make it so that he can see in the dark, don't I?
give him just normal dark vision, I guess.
All players have see light. Yeah, he needs to have dark vision, doesn't he, really?
Yep, so we can see things as Hoser does.
Yeah, now I believe it's 60 minus 5 to do normal dark vision. Okay, is that... Can you see?
Yep, camera skull is operational.
Camera still is operational. Okay.
Stream upgrade.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, camera skull. So feel free to move camera skull around because I can't see what you can. I can see everything, so it's not always obvious to me what you guys can't see. Okay.
I've got it.
So,
I
giant
can do
rat,
camera
there they
duties.
Okay, so 5 times giant rat. Giant rat has that many hit points. So, 7. Okay.
I can't believe Hoser's gonna get eaten by a rat swarm.
Yeah. Giant rat swarm. Not just a regular rat swarm.
Yeah, it is like those
No.
floating skulls from Warhammer.
Yeah, it's very Warhammer 40k. Okay, I'm going to name this one after what my brother once named one of his Pokemon, which is really nice of him.
Matilda, Ratigan. Oh man, what are we gonna see? Ratty
Aw.
Oh, hey, can you name one
no.
Basil Ratbone?
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, that's that, and that, and that. Okay.
Just like that. Ratty Kate.
The last one is going to be James. Nah. It
That's
needs a
his
really
birthday.
normal name.
Inky,
Sorry.
Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde, I think, right?
Clyde.
Oh,
Clyde.
Clyde. Yeah, that's the best one because I don't know anyone called Clyde.
Is it either that or Rat
Really,
Sputin?
guys called James. Like,
We
and
could